there's a bright side and the dark side.
Depends on the discipline of the family. In the way that the family has discipline on them, they will probably not procrastinate.
Absolutely, it won't delay them learning anything. It can help, but must have a balance between traditional method and the one via the computers and all.
Procrastination doesn't occurs whether there is a digital product or not. It's again, the person just has no interest in doing it, the person will procrastinate in whatever task you assign with or without digital products.
But another way is that actually the technology can help the students to enhance their learning, especially in their education part.
These tools that you have allows you to work more efficiently.
It all depends on the student somehow.
But it's just that there is a need for balance. As with any tool, I think you need to have a balance.
That's the nature of society. It's not just students. Individuals are also, grown-ups are also dependent on their mobile phones, their digital recorders and things like that. So I think it's just a sign of the times. If today I take away your handphone, are you considered dependent? Because people will look at you strange, how come you don't have a handphone? So, and then you feel disconnected from the world. So I think it's more of a sign of the times rather than a person becoming too dependent.
It depends on the attitude of the students. Devices do help them to understand more, because at the same time you can just Google somewhere, try to understand a few words. But this might distract you away from what lecturer is teaching. So it's the attitude of the students which brings whether they are hardworking or less hardworking.
And we have to not compare tradition or the conventional and now, because it's not fair in the sense that last time the products were not there, so it's very hard to say which is better. But then it comes down again to the individual. Some individuals learn better with digital gadgets, some individuals don't.
Definitely it will influence, but the students must know how to utilize it properly in order to have a better learning process.
As technology improves, even the keyboard will go away. It will be more voice command, you see, and learning how to write with pen will be the same way as how last time people used to use this feather and write, and also it becomes more of an art.
You know, this is just like a knife. You can use a knife to cook, you can use a knife to cut vegetables and all, you can use a knife to kill someone. It depends on how you use the device. It's all up to us. We decide what is best for us. So all these devices, as a conclusion if I may say, it all depends on the user. You can use it for your advantage, or you can get carried away with that and ignore your studies.
I think there should be a balance. Whatever it is, we are still human. We still need that contact. So we can utilize digital devices or technology to help us to improve. But I think we need to have a balance. You need to develop digital literacy to decide what is appropriate and what is not, and to know about the social etiquette within the online, community or whatnot. Then with that balance, I think, it will be a positive experience instead of a negative one. And there is this thing that the famous Marshall McLuhan, you know McLuhan, right? He said the tools shape us, or the shape, does the tool shape us or the human shape the tools? But I believe it's both ways. So you need to balance it out. Once you're able to balance it, then I think technology can be a very positive experience, and it will really enhance whatever that you're doing.
It makes learning more fun, okay? More fun and make it faster.
The technology can help the students to enhance their learning, especially in their education part.
And it just depends on the students how much they want to use it and how efficiently they use it. But they also should know how to live without it, function without it. But of course with it becomes more convenient. Well, let me take you back to a time when they thought books was considered bad, because they thought books will end the people's skill in memorization and remembering. It comes down to the individual. You know, whether you're lazy or whether you're taking notes or using a recorder to take notes for you, I don't think makes any difference, because at the end of the day, it's whether the person make use of their resource.